Scorpio, welcome to your May 2018 relationship reading with Divine Love Tarot. I want to welcome you today, whether it's your first time here or your return viewer or subscriber. Thank you, and I hope the message of this reading resonates with you. If you find that it isn't resonating with you, then I will suggest that you guys check out your moon sign, your rising sign, and sometimes even your Venus sign, because those planets can be more prominent in your chart, okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and get into this reading. It is a relationship reading, so it's between you and another person, and it's a specific person that you have in mind, okay? So it could be your current partner or spouse or another relationship that maybe you guys have broken up and you're trying to see what's going on between the two of you. But this is not about a love that hasn't happened yet or someone that you're not necessarily... I'm not looking for a network connection, okay? My cell phone... Okay. See, I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist, and I just despise the fact that these apps on our cell phones can do so many things, because I'm talking to you guys, obviously, and something on my phone is searching and using my mic, so I don't know what's going on. Somebody's recording the reading on their own. But anyway, so this is, like I said, this is between you and a specific person. Now... Granted, if you have someone in mind that you haven't been in contact for a long time, then basically all you're going to get is probably just repetition of either how you guys ended or what happened in the past, because there's really nothing going on right now unless you're trying to figure out if this person's coming towards you, right? So let's go ahead and get into the reading. This represents your current energy right now, what's going on between the two of you. This is their energy, okay, Scorpio, and this is your energy here. So right now, the main idea of this situation, we've got the Seven of Swords. All right, so you guys may be experiencing some trust issues. Somebody may be underhanded or being sneaky in this situation, and this is the current issue that's going on, okay? It's not just a one-sided thing. Both people are aware of whatever this issue is, okay? And it's causing issues in your relationship. There may be a lack of honesty, okay? There may be someone who is being underhanded, but at the minimum, this can indicate that there are maybe mind games going on between the two of you. Okay, let me go ahead and clarify that. And we have the Ten of Cups. So this is interesting because I feel like when the Ten of Cups shows up with the Seven of Swords, okay, this can indicate that despite the fact that there's trust issues and there's some sneakiness and there's something going on, someone is either feeling like they're trapped in this relationship, okay? Especially if there's children. You may have children, and so therefore, you know, this may not be a situation that's easy to walk away from. I feel like, Scorpio, we've had this issue maybe for a while in the love readings that I do monthly, so this is kind of very familiar to me with your readings. But if this is not a family situation, I feel like someone feels like they're trapped in a relationship, or they're over fantasizing a happy ending in this relationship, okay? This a relationship where things look good on paper. So on the outside, you guys look like a great couple to everyone, but internally you guys are going through some issues, okay? And that happens, you know? So this is almost reminds me of a couple where, you know, you guys may not let the kids know what's going on. You guys operate like business as usual. You still do the family thing. You still do the family trips, but you're just dealing with a little bit of drama in the background, okay? Now, what they're thinking, okay, this is their energy. So in their thoughts, they're thinking, we've got the Page of Cups. All right, guys, so when I see the Page of Cups and what they're thinking, this can indicate that they may be daydreaming, okay? Because the Page of Cups is someone who is in love with love. So I feel like they're daydreaming about how things used to be. And, you know, just from what I'm seeing here, it's almost like clear, before I even pull clarifiers, but I will, that this person, okay, they are focused on love and feelings, but it may be their own love and feelings, because what they're showing now, when we get down here, we've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So, okay, if they were being sneaky before, and I know I'm jumping ahead, but I have to because I'm looking at it, and it's like they've got the Page of Cups, they've got the Ten of Cups with how they're feeling. What they're showing is a change, okay? So maybe it could be a change for a better or worse, we don't know. But what you're feeling is a Page of Swords, so you're the one who's suspicious, Scorpio, okay? You may be the one who's suspicious. You're disappointed. You're disappointed all across the board here, emotionally, physically, and mentally. So I see a situation where one person is not focused on you as a cumulative, or maybe this person feels like because you guys are in a marriage, and this is a specific message going out to someone. This is not everyone, because I'm not even done with the reading, but I could already see off the bat we have a marriage where one person basically just does whatever they want because it's about how they feel and what they're focused on. And this person, the Scorpio person, you are the one left holding the bag as far as the reality of the situation, because it's clearly not working in your particular favor. All right. For some, there seems to be maybe even a love triangle situation that's going on here. And so you may be in a marriage or a relationship, but the other person is just kind of doing their thing. And you're the one left with the hurt feelings. Okay. You're the one who has to deal with it because obviously you're on the receiving end of whatever they're doing. So now let me go ahead and get back to the reading and the clarifiers, because I just had to get that out real quick before I started pulling cards. And it's just clear. They've got the Page of Cups. They're focused on love. They've got the Ten of Cups. They're emotionally content. The Wheel of Fortune over here. But then you've got the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Page of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Disappointment, suspicious, disappointment. It's just like, what's happening here? We've got sneakiness, underhandedness, but then also the Ten of Cups. So like somebody's convincing you to stay in a relationship that, or maybe you don't even have proof, but it seems like you may have some proof because something happened, Scorpio, to make you feel this way. And I feel like this person is trying to convince you to just focus on the relationship and the fact that you guys could be happy, because that's what they're focused on, but they're not wanting to acknowledge to you what has happened, unless this Page of Cups can indicate an apology. Okay, so maybe they're trying to think of a way to apologize to you, because the Page of Cups does represent written messages of love. So maybe they realize that they have been underhanded or sneaky, and they're trying to figure out a way to apologize to you. Or they're daydreaming about maybe, if there is another person, they could be daydreaming about that situation. Okay, so let me go ahead and clarify that. And we get the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is about doing the right thing. Okay, so I feel like this person is either going to apologize to you because they know it's the right thing to do, and as far as keeping the relationship together and to make you happy, they know they have to apologize. But others, they're focused on doing the right thing, or they're thinking about doing the right thing, or they know they should do the right thing, even though maybe their thoughts are on someone else or something else. Okay, so that's two different scenarios. So we have some person who is going to apologize because they know it's the right thing to do. And we have someone else who, yeah, they may do the right thing, but at the same time, they're still thinking about, love, this new love, because Page of Cups can represent a new type of a situation. So they may have someone else on their mind that they are thinking about. What they're feeling, Ten of Cups, emotionally content, complete. They may be, they're feeling secure, okay? They're secure and they're happy in the situation. I think this is so interesting because it's either a situation where you may be dealing with someone who is a narcissist, and this has come up in a few of the readings. And I mean, this is real life. Like, there are a lot of people here walking the face of this earth who are very self-absorbed, who are narcissists. It doesn't mean that, it's not something they choose to be. I don't know why. I'm not a psychologist, so I can't sit here and really break it down. I have a great understanding of these conditions, but if you're in a relationship with somebody and you've been in a relationship with them for a while or for years, and then you suddenly realize that this person is so self-absorbed, it's not that they don't want to care about you. It's just that they don't know how to care about anyone other than themselves, because what they need or what they want is always going to come first at the detriment of your feelings. So I feel like this person, even though they might have done something to hurt you before, it doesn't faze them that you're hurt. Okay, none of this over here is phasing this person. They may act like things are different. They may apologize to you because it's the right thing, and they're going to show you a change in their behavior because they're trying to keep this marriage together. They're trying to keep up appearances, or they are idolizing a happy ending. They're one of those people that think that you guys can go through bumps in the road over and over again and still have a happy ending. Okay, because they feel like, oh, once you get married, you're in it for life, so I can F around and mess up as many times as I want to. We're still going to be happy. We're still going to be married. And, as long as you still have that relationship, they're happy. Doesn't matter that you're not. Okay? Go ahead and clarify the Ten of Cups, and we get the Ace of Swords. So this can indicate that they're trying to take a new direction in love. This can also indicate that it's almost like they have a new love, okay? And I said here with this Page of Swords, this Page of Cups, and now we have the Ace of Swords here. So for some of you, this person is thinking about this new or this other relationship, this other person. But for some of you, no matter what they're thinking or feeling, they're still going to do the right thing as far as your situation is concerned, okay? So what they're showing you is the Wheel of Fortune in reversed, and straight up that's either if they were acting up before or they were messing up, they're going to start acting right. Or if they've been acting right this whole time, now they're going to start acting up. So if this is a situation where you're in a relationship with someone who has met someone else, now they're going to start acting out. They're going to start, not coming home, wanting to go out without you all the time. The things that people do when they're trying to spend time with other people. So this is just one of those either or type situations. Let me clarify that. Five of Wands in reverse. Actually, the Five of Wands is in reverse for me. So for you, it's upright. Five of Wands, and that's competition. They have other options. All right, either that or they're kind of argumentative about this. So I know that a lot of people, they want to get frustrated because when you see the Ten of Cups, people automatically assume the Ten of Cups means that everything is going to be roses. But the Ten of Cups is just emotions. And just because someone is feeling happy emotions or somebody wants a family doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to act right or that they're going to do what they're supposed to do. Now, I'm just trying to slow down a little bit because I feel like I read this whole thing in like 2 seconds and I've jumped ahead. But I've been doing these readings for a year now for this video, for this channel. And, the Scorpio readings have had this kind of recurring issue, okay? So I can't ignore that. Even though I would like a new reading, I'd like a fresh reading for you guys. Obviously, it was very apparent to me that we were in some type of a situation that was unbalanced, okay? We have a person over here that's, got good energy as far as they're concerned. And then we've got all this disappointment here on your side. Now, what I can say, okay, to try to save this from it just being that, you're dealing with somebody who's underhanded. There could just be trust issues. Maybe, Scorpio, you just naturally have trust issues, okay? I'm going to clean this up because it is a possibility that you are the one who has trust issues, that there is nothing wrong in your relationship right now. This person may not be acting up. This person may be thinking about you. This person may even want to marry you if you're not married, or they're definitely thinking about continuing your tradition, okay? They love you. They think about you all the time, but they're arguing with you because you keep accusing them of something that they haven't done. All right, so that is another option here because the Seven of Swords is a mental card, okay? So that is dealing with thoughts of the cheating. And here with the Page of Swords, with the suspicion and the spying, that could just be you, Scorpio, being suspicious, not trusting the fact that everything is good right now, okay? This person is probably very much in love with you, very happy with you. There is nothing going on, but you're looking for something that's not there, okay? Because the Seven of Swords is trust issues, but it's not necessarily from anyone doing anything. Okay, but once we pull more cards, we'll see exactly what's going on. Okay, but here it is. This is conflict. This is competition. So where before they might have been trying to show you that they love you and that they want to do right by you, now there's a little bit of a conflict here. And like I said, that could be from what you're giving them. And what are you showing? How are you acting? You're disappointed. Okay, Scorpio, you're disappointed, you're heartbroken, you're sad, all right? You're not happy with the way things are, okay? So that's what you're showing them. So even though, like I said, I'm moving away from the fact that someone may have been cheating or being underhanded, because I've already covered that. So, we'll get back to that at the end of the reading. I'm trying to take it in another direction because it is possible that it's just all in your mind, okay? Or it's just your programming, okay? If you don't trust people, you just don't trust people. But the only reason why I went to cheating first is because this is, what's going on between the two of you. And I do see all this hurt and disappointment. But it is definitely possible, Scorpio, that you're finding fault where there isn't any fault. All right, let me go ahead and clarify what you're showing, how you're acting. We've got the Seven of Swords in reverse, okay? So with the 7, we have another 7 of Swords. So like I said, it could be a situation where you could have caught this person red-handed. You caught this person in a lie. You caught this person cheating. You caught this person doing something they had no business doing. It could be something as simple as talking to another person, reaching out to someone else. You may have found a message that they wrote to somebody or that somebody wrote to them. Okay, but now with the 7 of Swords in reverse, you're caught off guard by this. And that's why you're so upset and sad, because it's something you didn't expect. Okay, this can also indicate a confession. So maybe this is what this Page of Cups is. This is the message that they've come to you and told you what they did. Okay, they've come out and said this is what happened or this is what's going on because you caught them. All right, and that's what's leading you to be unhappy. Now, like once again, if they haven't done anything, it may be that you feel like you've caught them doing something, but it's just not what you think it is. It just may be the fact that you know that they have other people. If this is not a marriage, right? I mean, it could be marriage. If you found out that your partner has other people who are interested in them, doesn't necessarily mean that they are interested in these other people. With the 7 of Swords also, this represents temptation. So maybe this person, there is someone else that they're interested in, but they're not necessarily doing anything with this other person. But you found it out. You found out that this other person exists, and it makes you unhappy because in your mind, this fairy tale relationship that you guys are supposed to have, there isn't anyone else. It's just the two of you. Okay, so that could be your energy here with this fantasy that, in the fairy tale, it's just these two people, their kids, their land, whatever. There is no one else. There's no friend on the side. There's no lover from the past. But Scorpio, we know how you guys are. You want, you don't do well with things like that. If you find out that there's someone else, you don't deal well with competition. What competition? Who else is there besides Scorpio? There is no competition. All right, so it could just be your displeasure with the fact that you have found out that this person may be entertaining conversations, text messages, or whatever else with another person. Okay, and now that's bringing about conflict between the two of you. All right, so what you're feeling emotionally, you're suspicious. Okay, you're disappointed. You feel like, cursing them out. You feel like spying. You feel like going through their stuff. All right, go ahead and clarify what you're feeling. And we get the King of Cups in the reverse. Gosh, Scorpio, so you guys are really, really upset about this. Whatever happened, you're really upset about this. Whatever you perceived happened, you're very upset about this. So even if nothing happened, just the thought that this person might be with somebody else has really, really upset you. If it is a situation where they were with someone else, or, you know, you guys are in a relationship where it's only good on paper, you're really upset. You're not happy. Your feelings are all over the place. Unbalanced emotions here with the King of Cups in the reverse. Okay, you're probably having emotional outbursts, temper tantrums. You're probably having problems controlling your feelings. All right, guys, so moving on to what you're thinking. We've got the Ace of Cups in reverse, okay? So you're just thinking about these negative emotions. You're thinking about the fact that, you know, this love has gone wrong for you. You're disappointed. You're just disappointed. You're thinking negative thoughts. You're stuck. You're stuck. Let me go ahead and clarify that. We get the Four of Swords in the reverse. So this is, you're worried, you're frustrated. Four of Swords represents like frustration because maybe you didn't take action before when you could have. You know, so if for those of you who have been in a relationship for a long time, and this person has maybe been doing these things for a long time, you're at your boiling, you're at your breaking point now, Scorpio. Whereas before, I feel like with Scorpio, you guys said you were going to be with this person no matter what, and you didn't care. I think you're kind of rethinking that, because I think you honestly thought that this person eventually would not do these things anymore. You know, and sometimes that's that traditional outlook, you know, that a lot of women are taught to believe that, oh, you know, he'll cheat on you, but eventually he'll stop cheating. And it's like, you know, not to be blunt, but why are we waiting for men to stop cheating? You know why they stop cheating? Because things stop working out in that department. You get a little bit older, it's not as exciting, your performance is not as, you know, strong as it once was. I mean, to be honest, let's be honest. These guys out here who cheat on their wives for the first 10 or 15 years of the marriage, well, yeah, that's 10 or 15 years. There's a big difference between a 25-year-old and a 40-year-old who's out here trying to compete with other single people, you know, or who's out here and now maybe they need a little bit of Viagra. And I'm speaking from not necessarily my experiences, but I do readings for people. I know, you know, people who go through relationship issues in real life, and I just see it where, you know, these men cheat until it's just not convenient for them anymore. Okay, because if your equipment's not working the way it used to work, you can't have these random encounters just for your equipment not to work, right? And it's just the way it is. So I feel like this may be for some, not for everybody. This is just something that came to me. It's a situation where, you know, you thought this person eventually was going to change. And maybe they are going to change, or they're going to pretend that they're changing for you, because inside and what they're thinking, it's like, yeah, I got to do the right thing now. So I'm going to show her some change. But there's still competition. All right. And now they're probably arguing with you because it's like, why are you coming at me like this now? This has been going on forever. Why are you arguing with me? Let's just make things better. Come on, let's just move past it. And you're like, I can't move past it because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of thinking about this. I'm tired of feeling upset. And now it's like I can't even hold it in anymore. You can't even hold in your disappointments anymore, Scorpio. You're not going to hold in your disappointment. So now it's coming out. You can't think about anything other than this. You feel like you should have done something sooner. And you're frustrated not only with them, but you're frustrated with yourself because you didn't do something sooner. All right. Four of Swords represents passive aggression. All right. So maybe you gave them the silent treatment. All right. Maybe you gave them the silent treatment. Maybe you withheld, physical intimacy from them. Or you did things that you felt like were punishing them for their actions, but the fact that you're still there is all that matters to them. Okay, the fact that you are still here, still in this relationship, if you're married and you have kids, you're still taking care of the kids, you're still here doing what they need you to do. Okay, you're still here for them, whether you're happy or not. That's all they're worried about, is the fact that you're still here. And so now you're realizing this. You're realizing that nothing that you've done has affected this person in the least bit. That's for those who are dealing with infidelity. If you're not dealing with infidelity, Scorpio, then you also need to get a hold of yourself, because your jealousy or your disappointment over the fact that, you know, I mean, I guess there's levels, right? There's levels. And if it's just a situation where you found out that this person, you know, maybe they met somebody else, they haven't done anything with this person, but who knows? So for you, you're probably thinking, who knows what would have happened if I didn't find out about this? All right. For some of you, it could be a situation where you found out that this person has other friends that you were not aware of. They may not have sexually had any encounters with these other people, but the fact that these other people exist doesn't make you happy, and you're upset because you thought that it was more. You thought they were sneaking around. You thought, or you're thinking, well, if I didn't know about this, what else don't I know about? So it's like I said, it's not necessarily a situation where somebody has been, has cheated, but they thought about it, they were tempted, and now they're arguing because it's like, I didn't even do anything. Okay, you're doing all of this over here, you're accusing me, you're mad, you're angry, you're doing all this to me, and I didn't even do anything. But for Scorpio, for some of you guys, just the thought, the thought that this person could be interested in someone else is enough to send you guys into, you know, off into the deep end, which is where you are right now. When the King of Cups is in reverse, you guys are in the deep end. The Ace of Cups is in reverse. You guys are in your feelings, in the deepness of the Three of Swords. Okay, that, and you know, the Three of Swords does represent a three-way relationship. So I feel like with the Three of Swords being upright, that's you addressing this love triangle that you feel like is going on, whether it is happening or whether it's in theory, you know. And I mean, of course, by all means, if you are in a relationship and you feel like somebody else is in the picture, of course you're going to address that. So I'm not even trying to make it seem like you guys shouldn't feel the way you feel. All I'm saying is, if this is a situation where you're accusing someone without proof and they didn't do anything, and you're just jealous because, you know, someone else likes them and they haven't done anything at all, then you may want to rethink that, because it's not feasible to go through life thinking that no one else is ever going to be interested in the person that you're with. All right, and that'll hit home for somebody. So if you're with someone and you just think that they've got something else going on, but nothing has happened, they haven't done anything, it's just you being your suspicious self, then don't do that, because this person actually really cares about you. And they want to do the right thing by you. If you're not committed, they want to commit to you. They're thinking about whether they can commit to you or not. But I'll be honest, if this is what you're showing them, you know, you want to be careful. Because now, with the Wheel of Fortune, if they were treating you right before, that may change. Because if you're accusing them of something that they didn't do, eventually they're going to get upset, and they're arguing now back with you. And that may change how they think or feel eventually. So right now, it seems like you have them where you want them. And I'm talking to those of you who are not in a marriage, who are dating, and you are suspicious of this other person. But if you're not committed and this person wants to commit to you and they haven't cheated, you just know that there's other people interested in them, or you're just accusing them of cheating because maybe in your past experiences, that's what. But the reason why I keep going back to this is because, you know, the Seven of Swords represents possibly catching someone red-handed or a confession. So I do feel like there are some Scorpios who are dealing with infidelity and cheating, but not everybody. For some of you, it's just a trust issue thing that you have to work on. All right? But you should know that this person does love you. And this person does want to be with you. Now, some Scorpios, you are dealing with someone who is only focused on their own feelings, because I don't understand how I could still be feeling thinking about, daydreaming about love and relationships and feeling the Ten of Cups when my partner is so damn unhappy. So for some of you, you most definitely are dealing with somebody who is very self-centered, very self-absorbed, even maybe a narcissistic personality type. All right, Scorpio, and like I said, this, if it resonates, you'll know if it resonates with you. If you have any other questions, you know, you guys can always contact me. If you'd like to get a personal reading so that we can, like, you know, directly discuss your situation, then you can definitely contact me for a private reading. You know, guys, let me know in the comments what's going on, okay? Because I like to get feedback from you guys to see, you know, where I am with these readings. If this is not resonating with anyone ever, then, you know, maybe I need to try a new approach, right? Which is also for the Four of Swords and the Ace of Cups. You need to find a new approach. Okay, if you've been letting things happen that don't make you happy and you haven't been addressing them, you know, maybe that's not working for you. Maybe you need to start addressing these things as they happen, and you'll know sooner whether you're making a mistake by being suspicious or whether your suspicions are founded. But you just can't hold them inside until you hit a breaking point, and then you're ready to tear the house down, and it may not even be what you think. All right, guys. So if you would like a personal reading, there's going to be a little eye icon on the right-hand side of your screen that you can click, and it'll take you to my website. Also, guys, I do have a video up for all 12 signs that has your theme for the year, like your outlook on what's going on. So if you haven't, go ahead and check that out also. I'll put a link to that in the video at the end. You can just click right on it. It'll take you to the video. All right, Scorpio, so like, comment. If you haven't subscribed and you like this video, please subscribe. And I will see you guys at the next reading. All right, guys, bye.